What is up, everyone? Welcome back to the Cardboard Axe. Today we're doing something a little bit different. We're actually going to go over a deck list I made. I'm actually on Discord. Brett, you want to say hi to everyone?
Fuck all of you.
Okay. Well, guess I do have to do some editing on this one, but that's okay. Um, Brett's actually part of the Get On It crew. If you guys are into sports podcasts, we have one. It's at the Get On It podcast. VODs are available on YouTube, also Spotify and um, Apple
Apple
um,
Podcast.
Apple Podcasts. And
And
then
we stream it on Twitch.
I was just about to mention the Twitch. We do live stream our podcasts on Twitch. They're usually Sunday nights at 9, but I think they're going to move to Saturdays at 9 for the foreseeable future. That way, um, you guys can watch us get a little boozy and talk shit about sports. All right, diving into this video, we have another video up on the channel already where I unveiled the Secret Lair cards for the Monty Python and the Quest for the Holy Grail Secret Lair. If you don't know what that is, go check out that video. I do a breakdown of all the cards in it and kind of talk about why I'm excited for them. And then what this video is going to be is me and a coworker wanted to build decks using all of the cards that came in Secret Lair. Um, I think we got a card for every color except for white. So technically could have done this as a 4-color commander, but it just made sense to do 5-color commanders for this. We tried to be flavorful. My friend went with a Kenrith deck. Obviously, Kenrith represents King Arthur. Um, and then all of the um, Knights of the Round Table are on there, as well as various random references to other things that happened. Um, I went for a slightly less flavorful deck, but still tried to put in some flavor with it. I tried to make mine a little bit more win focused. Um, so I'm just gonna go through the deck, talk about it a little bit, and then we might do a couple test hands just to see what we're looking at. For my commander, I actually went with Tazri, Stalwart Survivor. Gives each creature you control tap, add 1 mana of any of this creature's colors, spend it only to activate an ability of a creature. And you can activate this only if this creature has another activated ability. So you want to put in creatures that have activated abilities so you can use that. And then Tazri's other activated ability is Wooburg, tap, mill 5 cards, put all creatures with activated abilities that aren't mana abilities from among the milled cards into your hand. So some of the constraints were obviously every card in the Secret Lair had to make it in the deck, so African Swallow's in there, Tis But a Scratch is in there, although, Tis But a Scratch is just a really good spell anyway. Um, Castle of Awe is in there. Catapult's in there. We want a shrubbery. Where's our artifacts? Astronaut's Altar as certain Belvedere Scale, and the Bridge of Death. So, um, I kind of went for a more combat focused slash value engine. So we have, lots of creatures with um, activated abilities, so we can actually get them in there. We have Boromir, um, just a really good one. Basically, Stuff like Cascade gets shut down by Boromir, right? No mana spent on it, counter it, and then also sack him to give creatures indestructible until end of turn. Really good ability. Deathrite Shaman, obviously, really good graveyard hate tool. Also, you can exile instants and sorceries from graveyard to ping opponents for 2, and then exile target creature card from graveyard to gain 2 life. So, just a really versatile tool for 1 mana. Derevi, flying, and then he's part of an infinite combo in the deck. So, when he enters and when a creature just attack deals combat damage, you can tap or untap target permanent, and then he does have an activated ability which does count for Tazri, although it won't matter because he's not our commander here. Festering Newt, that's more of just a flavorful card. When it dies, creature gets -1/-1. We don't have Bogbrew Witch in here, so it's not going to matter. Gigantha the Wellspring. He's not our companion, so we can ignore the first part of this. Just tap, add Wooburg, can't be used or can't be spent to pay generic mana costs. Just a really good tap, add 5 colors. Obviously, Kenrith had to be in here. We had to have a King Arthur. Also, he's just a really good card, value engine, you know, draw, return, etc. Killer Rabbit of Kinnenberg, Secret Lair cards that had to be in here. Najila is our main win con. Whenever she attacks, um, you create a 1/1 White Warrior creature token that's tapped and attacking, and then you can pay Wooburg to untap all attacking creatures. They gain trample, lifelink, and haste until end of turn. After this phase, there is an additional combat phase. Activate this only during combat. She goes infinite with Gigantha. She goes infinite with Derevi. And she goes infinite with Old Gnawbone as well. And moving on to Old Gnawbone, 7 mana, 7/7 creature. Whenever a creature you control deals combat damage to a player, create that many treasure tokens. Just really good. Rafika the Many, this is actually my flavor card for um, Galahad. If you've never seen Monty Python, you probably won't get that reference. I'm not going to explain it, but whenever a creature you control attacks alone, it gains double strike until end of turn. Really good early. If we have something like Old Gnawbone on the field and Rafik, we can get like 14 treasures really fast. Stoneforge Mystic, ETB for an equipment card. Reveal it, put it in your hand, shuffle, and then you can pay 1 and a white to tap, put an equipment card from your hand on the battlefield. Just a really good tutor. Sun Titan, ETB, or attacks, return target permanent card with mana value 3 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. Because of Tazri's mill, we're going to need to get a bunch of stuff back eventually. So it's just a way for us to get, like, if we accidentally mill Derevi, I mean, he'll go to our hand, but, or if Derevi gets destroyed, we can get him back. We can get Najila back if she gets destroyed. Stoneforge Mystic can come back. Um, Templar Knights, these are really good. They have a cheap tap ability, or activated ability. They have Vigi, and they're 3/1s, so we're running 8 of them. This is mostly a flavor play. We don't really run a lot of legendary artifacts. Thought about putting Bolas Citadel in here. I ended up not because I play it in almost every one of my black decks, and my pots kind of are sick of it, so I just cut it. But we do have targets for it. Um, they're mostly used as um, the round table knights. Then we have Tim. Tim's in the secret lair, so he's got to be in here. Yisan, 2 and a green and tap. Put a verse counter on her. Search your library for a creature card. or him, uh, search your library for creature card with mana value equal to the number of verse counters on Yisan, put it onto the battlefield, then shuffle. Really good early game. Get stuff out. We can go one, um, Deathrite Shaman. I don't know if we have a target for two, but we have plenty. Oh yeah, we have Stonesword Mystic for two. We have Templar Knights for two. We have three. We have Najila. We have Derevi. We have Boromir. Um, so we have different mana value ones that we can get. It just helps us kind of search them out, bring them out. Sorceries, we're running 11, which is kind of a lot, but Buried Alive, good card. Also in the Secret Lair, so it had to be in here. Damn, good removal. Eerie Ultimatum. We're gonna put a lot of shit in our graveyard, so we got to be able to get it back. Farseek is ramp. Finale of Devastation's a finisher. Nature's Lore, ramp, rampant growth, ramp, reanimate, obviously to get stuff out of our graveyard. Ruinous Ultimatum, good removal spell. We want a shrubbery, really good ramp, and Secret Lair. Wrath of God, this is flavorful, because God is in the movie. It's Split a Scratch, Beast Within, Boros Charm, Chaos Warp, D-Spark. Those are all removal. Then we got Counterspell, Dovin's Veto. Um, Path. To remove stuff, we do have the Dramatic Reversal, Isochron Scepter, Infinite in here, and enough artifacts to make it worth it. Frantic Search, really good card. It's basically free draw cycle 2. It's technically a neg 1 because you have to play this card, but it's cycle, so it's fine. I should mention we're also playing Tasigur in this deck. I kind of skipped over him, but we're playing Tasigur. Tasigur is just a really way to force our opponents to give us something we want. He also has Delve, so we can craft our graveyard. Um, Heroic Intervention, protection, various protection. Artifacts, Arcane Signet, Azorius Signet, Boros Signet, Felwar Stone, Soul Grail, Soul Ring, all ramp. We're only playing 2 equipment, Battle Mage's Bracers, so creature gets haste whenever an ability of an equipped creature is activated. If it's not a mana ability, you can pay 1. If you do, copy it. You may choose new targets for the copy, so that means we can copy Najila's ability, so we technically get double the amount of extra combats, which is sick. Crucible of Worlds, play lands from our graveyard. We're going to be milling a lot, so just helps. Excalibur, that's our legendary artifact target for our knights. It also just makes sense flavor-wise for Excalibur. Isochron Scepter, like I said, part of the Infinite. Bedivere Scales, sack a creature, add colorless. We can sack knights and stuff if we just need some extra mana. Soul Grail, that's the Holy Grail. It's not that good, but flavorful. Soul Ring, and then the Bridge of Death. Enters tapped, double Wooburg, sack the Bridge of Death. Target player loses the game. I don't imagine I'll ever get this off, but it's funny. Catapult, sack a creature, deal 1 damage. Um, this is actually kind of a finisher. If we get like enough Najila triggers, but someone has enough to block with, um, you know, and they have like an indestructible that we just can't get around or something, or like they like fog. Um, we can sack all our knights and then catapult. Witch Hunt, this one's a flavorful one, but it's also funny. Players can't gain life at the beginning of your upkeep. Witch Hunt deals 4 damage to you at the beginning of your end step. Target opponent chosen at random gains control of it, so it's just chaos. And then our mana base, just really solid mana. A lot of the triomes, a lot of searchers, a lot of shocks. Urborg is in here. Yapi Maya is in here. I'm only running one of each basic because I think we just have good enough mana, and then we have like Boseiju as removal. I think Otawara is in here as well as removal, so pretty good base. Here's the breakdown. 40% of our cards are white. That makes sense. Like most of it's just protection from white, and then like the Templars. Um, Blue, black, green's our next popular color for the ramp. Let's do a test hand. I actually think this is keepable. Let's draw and play test. I think turn one is this tapped and pass. Draw. Correct the Bloodstained Mire. Go get a. We don't have a lot of white mana, do we? Go get this. I think this taps for. I guess we did have white mana. It's fine. We'll shock this in. Tap for two. Get a Templar Knight out. Draw. Play out a swamp. Tap for three. Soul Grail will name blue because we're lacking a blue. Go next. Tap two. Rampant Growth. I think this one's just a basic. View library. I think we're getting island here. Close that shuffle. We have 3 mana available to us. Not including a white. I kind of mistapped. Like, should have been like this. Yeah, then we'll tap 3, get our commander out. And go next. So here we can tap 4, 5. Activate Tazri. Mill 5. Okay, we hit Kenrith. The rest go to the grave. I'd rather save Boseiju if I can. Let's go next. I don't think we need to play land there. Let's go. Five. Gantha. It's just a free commander activation every turn. Go Revi. We have. Let's tap it to tap Tazri. Mill 5. 1, 2, 4, 5. No hits there. It's fine. Dump all that in the grave. Um, Go 5 for Kenrith. Draw. I like seeing old Gnawbone. Let's tap Jagantha. Tap our commander, mill 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. We get another Templar Knight. We can play Templar Knight for 2. We can play other Templar Knight for 2. Draw. View our graveyard. Mana value permanent with mana value 3. Do we even have that? I don't think so. Yeah, we have four in there. Okay. Um, tap Gigantha, tap Tazri. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We do get Deathrite Shaman. Isochron Scepter's kind of sad. Do we have Dramatic Reversal in hand? Okay, well that's kind of good. Um, I think we just play out Boseiju at this point. Tap 5, 6, Sun Titan, ETB, grab Isochron to hand. Is it Battlefield? Yeah, mana value 3 or less the battle. Okay, so then we just go Isochron Scepter, Dramatic Reversal. Then we can untap. That's kind of funny. We could copy that for double Wooburg. I don't think we'd really want to. I think here we still go tap, Tazri. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All those go bye-bye. We do hit Najila and a Templar Knight. Um, let's see. What do we want to do here? Yeah, we need like one more artifact, unfortunately. I guess we can just pay like one for a Deathrite Shaman, and then we can pay a red to give it haste. So now all our stuff has haste. And then we can go tap, tap, exile a land from a graveyard. Let's find a land. We'll just get rid of Otawara, it's fine. Add to, tap the Isochron Scepter, untap all my stuff up here. And then we just get infinite Tazri activations. So you can just mill until our heart's content. 5, boop, 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 boop. Um, and so we could just mill. We could mill ourselves out. I don't actually run any of the like win cons if you draw your deck out, so I would be careful of doing that. Then we can go 2, tap, 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 untap everything. Tap this floating Wooburg, use the red for Najila. Um, tap, basically we can generate infinite color mana that can only be used for colored shit, but that's kind of fine because um Najila's kind of goaded with that, so it's chilling. Um, we can also play out Derevi then. Again, we'll just tap, tap. Oh, sorry, tap. Uh, do our Taz. We'll use the red from this to give everything haste, use those two to untap everything again. And from there, it's just infinite combat with Derevi and Najila for the win. Um, Especially when we have Gigantha out, we can just go to combat, attack with everything. Those all have vigilance. Attack with that guy. And then in combat, so tap with Najila as well. Activate it during combat. We tap that guy. Wooberg. Pay that. Then we untap all our creatures. And we repeat the cycle and just kill everybody. So that was turn 10. That's not bad. Like, I mean, the deck's not supposed to be super fast, so kind of whatever. But thought it was cool. Called the quest for the Grail. If you want to check it out, it's on Moxfield. I think that's everything. Brett, you want to add anything?
I'm laying in bed.
Wow.
Good, good video.
Oh yeah,
I was gripped.
as you say, you can. I kind of sorted
We'll
them
see.
by what they're for, so check it out if you want.
Yeah.
Catch everyone in the next time. See you.